Hi, my name is Ronnie, and I am with Mental Health Perspective. Feel free to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
At Mental Health Perspective, they believe in representing the full spectrum of human development. There is one demographic that is not often recognized and can easily get lost in the background. This is a community of people that exists in between childhood and adulthood. In case this interview is helpful to you or someone else that you love, we would like to hear from the young adult population.
What is your name?
Lauren.
Your name is Lauren. Lauren, tell us how old you are.
I am 17 years of age.
Lauren, what is your definition of stress?
My definition of stress is a type of effect that is a resultant of some type of external factor in someone's environment.
Okay. And Lauren, tell us, what is your definition of anxiety? What does that mean to you?
In my opinion, anxiety is a resultant of said stress.
Lauren, are stress and anxiety related? If so, how?
I would say that they're related because with stress comes anxiety, and you cannot have anxiety without stress.
How do you personally handle stress and anxiety?
For me personally, small minuscule ways of handling stress might be getting good sleep, finding some type of outlet to manage stress like working out or some type of activity, deep breathing, meditation sometimes.
Okay. And where did you learn these skills from?
My mother.
Your mother. And how did your mother know that these were skills that were going to be useful to you?
Life experience, if I had to guess.
So were there some things in your life that were causing you stress and anxiety that your mother picked up on, that she felt like these tools would be helpful to you?
The first one was a autoimmune disease I had when I was 7.
Okay.
And every other instance after that was fairly normal and not serious, like academia, competition, growth and development.
Okay. So your mother picked up on the fact that you were experiencing stress because of an autoimmune disease and other life development issues. How do people your age handle stress and anxiety?
I can't really surmise everyone else into a monolith. I don't know what everyone is doing. But if I had to guess, I wouldn't say they're doing things that are really that effective. Maybe unhealthy outlets, bottling it up, focusing it into other avenues that aren't too healthy.
Right. So those people who bottle up those emotions and make negative choices in terms of interpreting stress and anxiety, what do you notice is a result of that?
Let me think in general. I don't really know anyone in my community that I can really use as an example. But I could say that countenance is not too high.
Right.
Confidence is not too high. General respect for themselves and others aren't too high.
So low self-confidence, low self-value are representations of not managing one's own stress and anxiety in their lives for people your age.
That's what I've seen.
What advice would you give people in terms of managing their stress in a healthy way?
Let me think. Little portion of advice. One little thing I picked up when I had a lot of stress, and I'm going to give like a little anecdote. So I had a debate competition like a year ago, and I was stressing out, nauseated. I tanked my immune system. I was sick the entire time. And one little portion or like activity that made the stress just kind of dissipate was the night before the big event tournament, I just looked at my wall and just grounded myself. It did something that's very familiar and thought in my head, 24 hours in the future, I'll be right back here in this grounded area. The event will be over. Like, no matter what happens, even if it's big or small stressors, it'll all be over eventually. So just weather through it, pick up your socks, pick up your boots, whatever the little maxim is, like all is well. The stress will be over eventually.
So those stressors that impact you heavily, you ground yourself and you tell them that eventually this will be over.
Yeah.
And then you will be back to that state of homeostasis.
Yeah, you like to dictate it that way.
Say someone is in the center of that stress. Are there any suggestions that you would give to them to help them manage what they're feeling until they get to the other side of their stress and anxiety?
For anything to really make sense or make like a, very evident difference, all the preparation has to be done like way before that moment. You can't just flip a switch and be like, oh, I'm cool. You can take deep breaths and just try and center yourself and be, in the median and be okay. But, if you weren't trying to practice that before this stressor or event or whatever it may be, you might be fairly unsuccessful.
What you're talking about, Lauren, is actually a treatment plan. Let me explain. What you're saying is that if you are going into a stressful situation, have tools already in place to manage the impact of the stress so that you are not completely debilitated, right? Right. These videos are only intended to inform and are in no way a replacement for actual therapy. When you are prepared for ongoing counseling, please reach out to mentalhealthperspective.com. I can't wait to meet you.